So today, the first thing I have to do before I build all this substructure and the cooler is I want to skin this piece on both sides. So I'm going to need the width. The easiest way, let's go to the 20. And it's 60 and 5/8. 80 and 5/8. I'll go 80 and 9/16. Make sure it fits. So we're going to square these panels up so we can clamp it in place, and then we can scribe the top and fit it. I want to get it reasonably close, but there's going to be another bit of molding going there, so I'm not super concerned. So you use this long sticker to get it close, but it wasn't super accurate. I got it closer, we clamped in position. I'm taking this scribe. Will get me much closer. Okay, so I'm going to go cut this and fit it, and it should be good enough as a template for the other one. So I will go do that. Mess everywhere. smaller router, flush trimming bit. There's a couple spots where I just can't get close enough to the edge of the roof. So I won't lie, I wasn't really in the mood to do this. So I didn't get it super laser precise, but it's all going to be covered. Our cabinets going here. Okay, well I'm going to cut some more panels. Fill this stuff in. And then we'll get them all attached. So I've just been cladding these pieces. This will all be painted and then trimmed out with fur. And I was pretty liberal with my scribe and cut. So there will be a molding, or there'll be a cabinet over here. But also that's a 5mm thick, and that covers everything. There's going to be a cabinet up there. There was a bit of a joint here because I had to make it flush at the bottom as much as I could, and my piece is a tiny little bit small. So then I'm going to fill with Bondo. It's all going to be covered here. My fireplace will be going here, and there'll be a cabinet up here, so the wood stove will need heat barriers, so I will work it right into the design. The shop is a mess. Yeah, I finished doing a few things. I just vacuumed out the top here. I'm gonna load a bunch of stuff back in here to get it out of my way out in the shop. So work up top here is probably gonna be good for a little bit. Most of my next planning, I did do my water storage. I did not end up moving the wall, as I may have mentioned earlier in the video, I'm not sure. The main reason I did not is because it's tied into the framing on the side and a floor joist that goes across. So really to move it 1.5 inches, it's going to be a big pain in the butt. But also I'm going to need a cleat on the back to accept the lid. Whether it's hinged there or not, if it just lifts off, I might just have two sides that lift up. I don't know. But anyway, I decided to leave it. I can get 3 square 7s. On a square 5, or even a gas can style 5. I could probably fit 5 or 6 5-gallon ones like this. These ones will fit in there at a diagonal. So I can fit 3 and maybe 1 square 5. So I don't know, I can have 20 plus liters of fresh water and a 5-gallon gray water. So that should be perfectly fine. My next main step, I did caulk all this. I had an old caulking tube. I didn't want to open a new one just for this bit. And then I didn't tape it off at first. It was kind of a big mess. It was coming out pretty fat. So I did wipe it all down with a wet rag. It looks kind of smeary, but you can't actually feel it. And it's either going to be covered up by a cabinet. I'll probably put a little piece of trim on the inside anyway. So none of it will really be seen. And it may look brown and smeary, but you can't feel any ridges. So if you painted it, you would not see it either. But here I have my propane storage and icebox / cooler area. There's going to be a small bank of drawers down here, I believe. I was originally going to have my cooler come and drop into a cold zone, but I think I'm just going to make it one rectangle. I have a bank of drawers here. This will be a sink cabinet, the countertop. Then here will be a separate area that comes out further. So I have my sink drain come into here, and it will come up for my wood stove, and then in behind here I'll have some more storage. And then of course I'll have an upper cabinet going between that upper storage and the icebox. And then my wood stove I would like to turn and face this way so I can see it and feed it from the top when I'm in bed. And of course we'll have proper shielding everywhere. Yeah, and then this will be my bench seat. So I'm probably only going to have my bench seat come out to here. Have some low storage, and then I'm going to have a tall closet in the corner for hanging stuff. And then down here I'll probably have my battery banks and maybe my fridge. So it's going to be kind of a small little area for sitting with a lagoon or lagoon style table. It's a rotating, swiveling, probably a DIY. Oh, there's some firewood drying there. So that is the future plans. And I'm probably going to do a bunch of priming and painting in here before I put a bunch of these cabinets in, so it'll be sealed. And it'll be easier just to paint and prime it before all that stuff goes in. So that's the plan.